G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. Now, I was gonna just finish doing this off camera, and I thought, look, I'll bring the game back up, and I'll actually do this outpost on camera, because this is the perfect example of buffer chests and your worst nightmare when you got to pack up and move things. So this one has, what was 220,000 ore or something in it, because the miners just gone nuts. They've just filled the chests, which is fine normally, providing you don't decide halfway through mining to go from bot-based to belt-based. Now, I could be lazy, and I could just set up a stack of belts and just have the bots just input the ore, carry the ore a short distance and just dump it onto a belt and run belts and call it done. But I decided, no, I'm going to do this properly. So I have this one and this one are sucking iron plate into the system because we've still got 168,000 iron plate to deal with, on top of all the iron ore. The other four are just doing iron ore in when I belted in, right? Plus an iron ore box to get rid of the iron ore out of the system. Alright, so this one's getting rid of most of it, and all these are just getting rid of a little bit. Alright, and then we're doing iron ore into, well, iron ore into iron plate into steel. It's with some bricks thrown in for good measure. I don't know where we got bricks from, but sure. So at the moment I'm literally just connecting these belts because I actually want to get this train running. We've buffered up as much steel as we could on the belts, and if I can get the train running, it means I can actually start emptying this entirely. It also means that science at home base will kick up to a higher notch. It would help if I actually had enough crap. So let's go to green. I got two outposting trains. I'm gonna make sure I grab the right one. You have belts. You'll do. You can come to green chips 1, and you can go for another trip around the world just to get rid of you. So I'm doing a couple of things. One, I am having the Logibots do most of the hard work for me. So I'm having the Logibots come and dump all the iron ore into request chests. Now that in itself won't actually fix my problem, but it will get it somewhat mitigated. That one goes in there, and obviously I've missed a belt somewhere. Right at the start, that's always the best belt to miss. Okay. How much belts do I have? 59. Let's just grab a bit more. You can go back to your builder station. Chests. Now I've put down a 8 to 8 balancer. Purely because I knew I had more than 4 belts coming in. And I want to keep it reasonably balanced. But because this is an actually 8 to an X balancer, which has iron plate on it. Hopefully that's all of it. I could just take any 4 belts out the rear, out the front. No, it's still, there's more iron plate over here as well. Let's just take a bit off the front of all the belts. I could take any 4 belts out, or any amount of belts. I could take 1 belt out. You need to go to manual now, because I don't want you taking off and dumping steel onto our green circuit belt, because that would be horrible to have to clean up. So yeah, it's an 8 to X balancer, so I can take any amount of belts out with any amount of belts in, and it'll just balance the whole lot for me. Yeah, where are bots up to? 91,000 to go still. Oh, charging issues. Okay, charging issues I can live with. Any chance I go, any time I've got to... Whenever I can, I run up there and I fill up my inventory, just so the bots don't have to travel as far. Because I'll come stand down here and they can dump in here very, very quickly. Now, yeah, like I said, we've got the first two dealing with iron plate. And as you can see, the way these are working, it's more than fast enough. We're not taking off the belt at super high speed. But we do also need to build some sort of unload station right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go... How much is left? 83. So 40 chests worth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all the chests I've got, which I'll have to do for the moment. Hopefully that's enough. Alright, I'm going to run over to base. I'm going to leave this running. I want that turned back on now, and I want pumps. There's a brick path to my south, and I was umming and ahhing about running down to it. I'm like, yeah, by the time I run down to it for the extra speed, I then just have to run straight back up to get to where I actually need to go. So, we need an unloading station right here somewhere. I didn't leave myself a lot of room. Actually, I can turn... I was going to say I could turn the old iron unload, but we're also using that for exiting drains, which might not work out in our favour. You can see the UPS is dumped again, because all the large construction orders are still active. On top of that, we now actually have... the main base is kicked back on because we're actually doing stuff again. Okay, so what we're going to do is just going to remove there to there. Yeah. Bots deal with that crap. Okay. I want blank blueprint. I'll have that bit of track, please. Let's plop that there. There's a single-headed train, so I need to change over the train layout. Put a signal on the way in, signal on the way out, signal on the way through, and I'm going to call you Steel with caps lock reversed. Steel unload. Ooh. Steel plate. Fine. Plate. Unload. There we go. Which is a what length train? 2-4. So this is now running. This will vastly speed things up, emptying out the whole thing. So it's a 2-4. So I want there and there. I want no, thanks autosave. I want a chest, one of them, a balancer. And technically I could take this out the reverse, but let's not do that. Let's go up to there and then along. Damn, that's the train tracky bit I wanted. That's the intersection. 2. Do roboports actually do anything here? That's a very good question. 3, 4. Roboport coverage? Eh. We'll put a roboport back instead, just roughly. Substation. 1 there. 1 there. We'll merge those two together. We'll merge those two together. We'll merge those two together. Oh, technically, actually, we wanted 2 belts of steel. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll merge those two together, those two together. We'll flip you up. Take you to there. Steel's down here. There's only a 1 belt gap. Zoom all the way in on the map. Build the second belt. Yeah. Where are we? Down there. There and there. There and there. Those two, those two, those two. Really? That's a lot of belts of steel. Another one? Not done yet? Nope. Okay, now we're done. Alright, now we're done. Bots will do that. Okay, get down to the bottom. And we want to go across, around, back down. Turn that one in there. Bring that one over there. Technically it should be in right here. Or this should be moved further down. Technically that should be moved further down, I guess. But we want input priority right, input priority left. Yeah, because we want to make sure that these drain first, because these are still coming from traditional smelting. So, or in on steel furnaces with a fuel being burnt. Whereas everything else is on a electric furnace. We need to bring that belt back down. Bridge that across, because eventually the rocket fuel would run out. Take a while. A long while. Okay. Confirm that things work. So we're going to change you to steel plate 1. Yeah. I'm going to go to plate, steel plate, unload, inventory, empty. Go. Because in all that time you wouldn't have been full. 23,000. So we're almost done. Set that for that type of chest. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. I had no idea I had so much shit in my inventory. That can go. That can go. They can stay. All of those can go. I had a train. Done. Alright, so that'll fix the steel onto the main bus. this is what's holding us up, purple science. So that hopefully speeds up purple science, because actually the rocket solo's backed up. Yeah, both these chests have 60k in them. And that inserter's probably, I'm assuming as it's got a red dot, is told not to launch. Alright. Crap ton of steel, crap ton of steel. Belts have not been made. Stupid bots. It's definitely inside the network, they're just lazy. Lazy and out to get me, that bots are. Okay, full belt of steel. Ooh, oh, balanced. That's what I'm thinking. Like, no, that's solid. And then no, it's just balanced between the two of them. Purple. So remember, this balancer takes a half of this belt and a half of this belt, and then feeds the rest through. That's the way it's designed. Right? It takes this, makes sure the two of them are balanced. That takes half off. That takes half off. This makes sure that whatever's left is still balanced, which is pretty pointless. And then make sure it's still balanced again. Now I actually look at this, I'm thinking it's pretty ridiculous. But it takes half off and half off. Yeah, this is way overkill. We want one before. Actually, is it? This one and this one can go. But if this is a full belt, this is a full belt, it should mean half a full belt, half a full belt. We should have a full belt coming out here. We do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to confirm you need 2.1 per second. We're making 2.7. Good. That makes me happy. Can I fit... I can fit a speed beacon there, and a speed beacon there, and a speed beacon there, and a speed beacon there. Just because this one's so far behind, we'll just give it a little oomph. Just so hopefully it catches up faster than everything else, because everything else had a long time to back up. Oh, we've still got this problem. Yeah. Let's just deconstruct it. It's only like a bazillion science packs. That's not going to cause any sorts of problems like that. And yeah, you've got one too. Red science. No, I got rid of all red science's buffer chests. I hope. Yeah, that says there's none in the system, so hopefully. Come on! We've got like 7,000 speed modules in the network. 6.8 thousand speed modules. Ooh, bricks might be the problem. Oh, well that's easy. Upgrade planar. There to there. There to there. 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 2 red belts is more than a blue belt. That's fine. That should run flat out now. As long as we're feeding enough stone into the system, which it's backed up at the moment, so there's no real way to tell, but hopefully we are. Okay, so that's that minor problem fixed. We need to get back on this steel train, which has probably run away by now. No, manual. Because I want to ride back to base. Back to the outpost to fix it properly. It's half fixed. It's still got 7k steel in here. Yeah, it's going to take a while to empty this thing. We don't have a lot of stack inserters running. So that's something else that, you know... Technically I should merge these by side loading them both, because we're preferencing one inserter. Alright, we'll do that on the trip back. Okay. So, are we out of we're out of ore? Good. Alright, we're going to rip up all of that, plus all of that, plus all of that, Okay. Oh, I don't have miners on me. Miner blueprint. It's alright, we'll fix that after the fact. Alright. Get the miners put down. I don't want that bit hanging over. I don't want undergrounds here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. We'll grab our trusty 8-to-8 balancer. Go away. And we'll just dump that there. Really? I'm out of belt. We want steel plate 1. Oh, that train's full. We're not going to see him for ages. It'll take ages and ages and ages for that to empty. It did do a pretty good job on all these chests. These are all pretty empty themselves. You guys are keeping up? Yep. I want that, and that, and that. Wondering how much steel I just asked the bots to pick up and give to me. Okay, so we want that one in there. That one in there. You're the next one. That one in there. Okay, so bring that one up. That one up. That one up. That one that way. Into there. Even going full spaghetti on my outposting. That's when you can tell it's a real belt base. Woohoo! Top one lined up perfectly. Okay. Same story. We want to go top one. That's the easiest one to deal with at the moment. Comes to this is ore. Really? I'm out of belt again. Damn. Okay, I want those, that. Okay. Let's do that real quickly. I want more belt. Do I have a traffic jam? Oh wow, that's the steel plate train. It's empty. You go away. I'll call you back if I need you. Let's take that out of the low trash. And we'll just dump it there. I didn't pick up any miners from that train before I set it off. That was probably a mistake. So's me building this close to train tracks. Bad things happen. Okay. That one. That one. And again, as I said, it's an 8 to X balancer. So I'm only gonna have 6 inputs again. Yeah, this will be an input. That's interesting. Because I'm feeding in this way, I actually want to preference that ore over ore in the ground. Okay, so in theory I should be able to do this. I should be able to move that to there. Probably needs one of those there. And then I should be able to underground that farm. And then do an input priority left with this feeding whatever's left over. I hope. See, I'm doing an 8 to a 4. Now, main reason half this is not working is all these are requested chests. As soon as I set them into passives, the bots will start slowly emptying them. Yeah, they'll want to rearrange them first to make sure they're all the requests are fully met. Not that I give a shit. I just literally want all the ore in passives so I can start getting hauled out of here. I want that ripped up. I want that and that ripped up. I want that ripped up. Done. Okay, so in theory, all this needs is miners and we're good to go. We want iron, steel plate 1. We are feeding these ever so slowly from the requests, but let's be honest, this is the only one that's really working. Yeah, that looks like it's working. At least I hope it is. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is with going through this. I can see that it definitely works better, but I can't understand why and how, pretty much. Go to the unload station. I need you to go away. I need miners. Oh. Is that enough? So you guys need power. Could you? Just like them all just running. No, 150 miners was not nearly enough. So, I used the bots on requested chests to get everything out of the existing requested chests. After that was done, I changed them all over to passive providers, so then the bots can pull out of them again to clear out the chests. Replace the miners with belt-based. This was something that actually got covered during the GM8 event and during Factorio. And Colonel Will's, well, I can't even pronounce it, Greek god guy who screws, who's got to push the boulder up the hill over and over again. Safarian, I think it is. Playthrough. That belt mining is more efficient. As long as you're not talking about real extremes. If you've got a super RSO setting, you know, super compressed ore patch that's very, very rich, okay, maybe bot mining would be faster. But generally speaking, let's go look at this. Why does this work? Oh, because it's outputting onto the same belt twice. So that means that normally the gaps you get whilst the inserter's trying to swing, there's a little bit of steel built up inside the top half of this that fills that gap. Oh. Well, there you go. We found yet another way to tweak the system to get a little bit more out of it. I just can't see it here because there's damn bots in the way. But yeah, for our purposes, it does everything it needs to do. Okay, so that's the train done. That's me done. That's the episode done. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I need to build a repair pack because otherwise it's going to flash forever. But yeah, belt mining is definitely more efficient. That's one of my big takeaways. Belt mining is more efficient. Smelting on site, the jury's still out. Very, very much so. Because you just need more smelters on more sites. Or you need to micromanage the crap out of it. And I need to pack that up. I'll pack that up at some stage. Anyway, I'm going to call it here for this one. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we've got science back up and running at full speed. 300, almost 400 packs per minute. Which probably means purple science. No, purple science is still a bottleneck. It does 6. Yeah, 391. We're going through 391 per minute. Which probably means it's only making it to basically not even the halfway point of the belt. This is how many labs? 52. This is a full blue belt of sites. So that's 2,400. And we're making 400. So we're going to go through about less than a quarter. Here if we get lucky. Anyway, I digress again. So thank you guys for watching. As always, I will see you in the next one where I don't know. Hopefully go back to the mega builds and finish off building out the base bit by bit, slowly by slowly, step by step. Because I really want to make sure the base is running at maximum capacity. Just to sort of... That's iron ore on a copper line. On a coal line. Great. Yeah, just to make sure that science ticks over whilst we're building this. Because we started off at mining productivity. Hell, when SpaceX finished, I think we had mining productivity like 12 or 13. So we've done 115-ish. Red circuits are now down there. As is low density structures. So technically I can rip up this build and this build. But yeah, next episode, hopefully we're going to get onto blue. And then try and work out copper. Because that's when things get complicated. Copper and a crap ton more landfill. Anyway, I'm out. I'm done. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.